Hello, hello, hello. I'm Andy, and I'm going to show you how I made this beat. Before we start, the key is A minor and the BPM is 144, and the name of it is Wolves, so yeah. The first instrument that we start with is a preset from a plugin called Analog Strings, which is like a Native Instruments type of deal. We then have the main instrument of the song, which is a preset from Atmosphere called the Far Far Away Retro Piano, and this is how it sounds. Then for the second part of the hook, it changes a little bit to this, if I can get it. The next instrument we have is the huge string machine preset from Atmosphere. There's only a few more melodic things that we have in the beat, and that would be all string staccato from Flex. We have a soft saw preset from Expand. We then have a choir preset from Atmosphere. This is also like the second part of the hook, leading into like an 808 drop on the verse. And with that choir buildup, we also have a little piano part that's also raising in volume, which is Keyscape, the LA Custom C7 Wash. Let's listen to it. And the last two melodic based instruments that we have are the 808, which is like 808 21 Savage bank account. I don't know. That's what it is. Let's listen to it. And finally, the bass from the hook, which is also another Omnisphere preset. Let's head over to the drums now, which are really simple. There's basically two parts. There's a beginning of the verse and the second part of the verse. And I guess the drums switch a little bit during the hook, but I'll show you that. So here's the beginning of the verse. Just have a hi-hat going straight eighth notes. Got a simple kick. And for the second part of the verse, the hi-hat switches a little bit. And then we also have a few other instruments, which are a hi-hat and a little percussion. Really simple. Wait. When we get to the hook, we also have a different snare, which has a little bit of reverb on it. It's Valhalla vintage verb, and it's like, yeah, drum plate. I brought the mix down a lot. There's only a few more sounds in the song. We have this little ambient noise from Splice. It's pretty just laid back in the piece. Then we have this like wolf howling sound, also from Splice. And what's nice is that this is in the key of the song, which is just so helpful. We also have this little riser, also from Splice, and a little bell. So let's give it a listen. So as you can tell, it's pretty repetitive, which is okay, because this beat is meant for someone to rap over. So we have an intro, we have like a really long verse, I feel. Or maybe not really long, but longer than a normal verse, maybe twice as long. But even though it's still really long, there's a little bit of like switch up within it. So we have the drums dropping out right before the second part of the verse. The 808 changes a little bit right here. We also have this da 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 da, or whatever it is, to like switch up. Then we have the little spooky, and the drums change a little bit too. So even though it's a long verse, you can still add like variation to the beat, so it's not just one thing that repeats over and over again. Now we get into the hook. And even within the hook, there's like two totally separate parts. There's this where like the root note stays like A the entire time, and then it goes to like F and G and D or whatever. And these notes also switch up to match this more. And then we have the strings. And there's no snare. The second verse is basically an exact repeat of the first verse, but the hook changes a little bit. We have a little bit more build up, and there's like a slight pause before the drop. And then it goes back into some rapping. So I think that's it. I finished the beat, showed you how I made it. I could definitely improve on teaching how I made it, but you know, as time progresses, hopefully I'll get better at it. But yeah, if you want to check out anything else I have, you can go to andyastro.com. You can buy my beats there, or go to like BeatStars. Yeah, thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, all that beautiful stuff, and bye. Don't die.